Hello, Tim Pitts, trainer for Speed Queen. We're going to work on how to install electric dryer. We've already got it out of the box. We're going to take our appliance dolly. We can go on the back of it. As you can see, the exhaust vent does not come back and hit that dolly, so we can hook it up there. And we always try staying away from putting any appliance dollies on the front of any machines. We can dent panels in and just cause damage to the front of that machine. But the front is always a bad place to put the dolly. We're gonna strap this in so we have better control of it as we're taking it into the customer's home. So we're gonna tip it back and we're gonna enter into the customer's home and we're gonna get it close to the spot where it's gonna get hooked up. We'll set it down and we'll remove the dolly. So we'll take the strap off. And the first thing we're gonna wanna do when we get to this place is we're gonna wanna get a cord on it. So we're gonna do the 3-wire cord on this machine. We're gonna show both. I'm gonna do the 3-wire cord first. So we're gonna have to take the plate off of the back of the dryer with a 5/16 nut driver. We're gonna use the 5/16 nut driver to take this screw out. Now we're gonna go into the literature packet that comes with the machine. It has the 3 screws for in the terminal block. Again, 5/16 nut driver. We have a gasket for the hose. Another gasket for the hose. So that would be for a steam dryer, to put this into the hose of the steam dryer to hook up the steam for the dryer. And when hooking up the steam for a dryer, always go to the cold water. So we're gonna grab our 5/16 nut driver. We're gonna get our 3-wire cord. So we come down, we insert the cord right into this hole. These 3 wires have to be hooked to the terminal block. The middle wire has to go to the center of the terminal block. The other 2 are live wires, but the middle is neutral. So the middle wire on the cord has to go to the middle of the terminal block. So we're gonna put the terminal block screw into the cord. 5/16 nut driver. Center one is in. Now I'm gonna go over to the right and put that screw in. Gotta make sure these screws are tight also, otherwise you get that vibrating, you start getting arcing, it's gonna cause problems. So the center and the right are hooked up. We just need to hook up the left wire to that terminal block. All 3 wires are now hooked up to that terminal block the right way. Now we're gonna put the strain relief on the cord. This is very necessary that this gets hooked up. So we're gonna just put that bottom piece in. We can push in on the cord. Put the top piece in. Grab one of your screws. Tighten that screw slightly. Then we'll insert the other screw, and we're gonna want to get this tight enough so it holds that cord, so that cord cannot pull out of the machine. Again, this is a safety feature, so if the machine would somehow get slid ahead and it stayed plugged in, when that gets pulled on here, it doesn't pull these live wires off of that terminal block. So that strain relief needs to go on. Again, that's tight and it's nice and snug there. Everything's hooked up there. We're gonna take our electrical plate and screw. Get that in, we'll use 5/16 nut driver and we'll tighten that screw for that electrical plate again. Now that's all hooked up. Our next step is gonna be to hooking up the hose for the steam. So we're gonna grab our hose. As you saw earlier, I took the gaskets out of the literature packet. We're gonna put one of those gaskets in this end of the hose. The one without the screen goes to the valve on the machine, hand tight. Grab our channel locks, hand tight, quarter turn. And that'll be tight enough to seal it. If you go tighter than that quarter turn, you can smash that gasket and cause leaks. So hand tight, quarter turn, and it'll take care of that. Once we have the hose hooked to the machine, now we're gonna have to put a Y on the house cold water valve, because you're gonna have to have cold water for the washer and then the cold water for the dryer. So we're gonna grab our Y. We're gonna install this onto the cold water. I'm gonna sort of leave this in this direction so we have enough room to hook up the hot water here. If we go all the way over here, it could be difficult getting that hose in there. So I'm just gonna go on a little bit of an angle like that. Hand tight. Quarter turn. Now we can take our hose. Then we'll take our gasket with the screen in it. We'll put it in the other end of the hose, and we can hook it to the Y. Hand tight, quarter turn, and that's all hooked up. Next, we need to hook up the venting to the machine. When hooking up venting to the machine, please know the code, the area that you install in, because it's very, very important you put the right venting on. There's different dryer venting codes, different areas, different cities, different states, and everything. So call your municipality, get the venting codes in the area you install in, and make sure you're putting everything on to code with the dryer venting. So we're gonna take our elbow, place it on the machine. Then we're gonna put our clamp over the top of the hose. Take our nut driver, we're gonna tighten this clamp down. Sometimes it might be a little bit easier putting this clamp on before putting an elbow on the dryer. So that's tight. Now we're gonna take and we're gonna turn the dryer and bring that back towards the wall. Again, if the dryer venting comes off at that point in time, that's fine. We'll get that just hooked back up. Again, we need to check the levelness of this dryer. Again, check factory edge, front to back, and then side to side. So if one side's low, you can take your channel locks, just tip it back a little bit, and just turn that leveling leg with that plier. At this point in time, you can now plug that into the wall and take your venting. And we'll hook that venting up to the dryer. With this one, the elbow doesn't work the best, so we'll clamp it right to the dryer. There you have it. Your 3-wire dryer installation is complete.